You're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she needs me there with her.
I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. If you love your
Welcome back, guys. Buckle up because today's courtroom clip is straight heat. Judge Boyd is on the bench and this guy walks in like he's done this dance 100 times, which he basically has. We're talking multiple priors, probation violations, and now he's back for selling drugs like it's a side hustle gone wrong. What's wild is how casually he admits to everything, like he thought honesty points were gonna shave off years. Spoiler, they didn't. Judge Boyd turns the courtroom into a lecture hall, and this dude is front row with no way out. So here's what I want to know. How many chances does someone get before the system finally says, we're done here? Drop your thoughts below, hit like if you love courtroom meltdowns, and let's dive in.
mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart. All right. In each cause number, according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application of community supervision. The cause numbers are to run concurrently, and they're taking 2 cases into consideration. State, do you have any witnesses?
There you are.
Defense, any witnesses?
I would just call my client, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. We're here today for the judge to assess sentencing in your cases. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all the cases that are being taken care of today and also the ones that are going to be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You asked the court to do what's called a TAP evaluation where you talk to the drug counselors prior for her to do the sentencing. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you remember what it is that you talked to them about just recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In your meeting with the drug counselors, my understanding, you're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. And you understand that this judge has a wide range which she can do. The offer is 10 years. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she needs me there with her. And I know I can do better. I know I messed up. And,
But let me ask you this. How long has your mom been very sick?
it's been about 6 months.
All right. So why would you put yourself in this situation to be going to prison knowing that your mom may or may not need you?
It was just had to make some money.
Why not get a job?
It was just didn't have enough time.
Oh, sure. There are plenty of places to work.
No, I mean, at the time, I needed quick money. And
Why did you need quick money?
But my pockets was flat and we couldn't eat.
Oh, they have places where you can get food for free.
Just now.
And who is this we could not eat?
Well, speaking of me, my mom had food in the house, but me and myself, me.
All right.
Yes. And so at this point, you understand that the judge has total control of what she can decide to do.
Just now.
Other than your mother being sick, what other concerns do you have and why you're asking this court to grant you probation?
But I know I feel it bump my head, but I know I can do better.
Do you think that you could comply with the terms and conditions of probation?
I know I can.
You'd have to report once a month. You'd have to stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around with people who sell or use drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't sell or use drugs yourself.
Right.
But you feel that you could comply at this time in your life.
Yes, ma'am. I know I can.
Pass witness, Your Honor.
State, any questions? All right. So what is his criminal history? Yes, please. Defense, any objections to the court reviewing the criminal history?
No objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, we understand he has a very long checkered history. We are asking you to think outside the box. He is asking for probation. He does have family he needs to take care of, and we are just asking to show some mercy and to grant him probation.
Let's be real, when someone with a record this deep suddenly says they were just trying to help their sick mom, it sounds less like a motive and more like a script. Courts have heard every excuse in the book, and using a dying relative as a legal shield is one of the oldest plays. Judges see straight through it. If you're truly desperate and trying to help family, you usually don't have a long trail of past charges that conveniently say otherwise. And here's the kicker, in most states, claiming a sympathetic motive doesn't reduce your criminal liability unless it directly affects intent, and even then, it has to be proven with actual evidence, not just a teary story in front of the bench. This guy's calm delivery like selling drugs was a rational side hustle actually works against him. It tells the judge he's numb to it. At some point, it's not about the why, it's about the willingness to keep breaking the law and expecting grace every time you get caught.
All right, Mr. I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. At the same token, people will come before me, and you've come before me, and you said there are other people that you need to take care of. People need to think about that before they do wrong. You understand?
I understand.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And the court will sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And the cause number ending in 303. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Sentence you to 9 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, I've actually given you something less than you bargained for. And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You are at a point now that if you pick up any new felony charges, depending on what type of felony it is, you're looking at a minimum of 25 years. And I will tell you, people say, oh, the jail is overcrowded. Oh, the prison's overcrowded. Guess what? People will always build new prison. They'll always find space for you. And if a cell is only supposed to have 10 people in it, if they need to put 20 people in that cell, they're going to put 20 people in that cell, whether it's a violation of federal law or not. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart. You understand?
Understand.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe please.
He has some dismissal, so he'll have it. And thank you for always being respectful.
Yes, ma'am.
9 years behind bars isn't just a sentence, it's a loud message from the court that says we're done giving you warnings. This guy's been through the system more times than most people renew their driver's license and still chose to double down on dealing. At some point, it's not about second chances, it's about protecting the public from someone who keeps pushing boundaries like they don't exist. And honestly, when you stack up drug charges, probation violations, and past felonies, the system starts looking less forgiving and more like a trapdoor. What really caught me off guard though was how composed he was. No excuses, no tears, just standing there like he already knew how this story ends. And maybe that's the saddest part, when prison stops being scary and just becomes the usual outcome. I kept thinking about his mom too, not the excuse he used, but the real person watching her son slowly disappear into the system again. The law might not be emotional, but the people around it definitely are. And it makes you wonder, how many times can someone burn bridges before there's nothing left to walk back to? But now I'm curious, do you guys think 9 years actually does something for a guy like this, or is it just hitting the repeat button all over again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you'd do if you were the judge. If you're into this kind of breakdown, go ahead and like the video and hit subscribe. I've got new court content dropping daily. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.